Newton dominated the world for 300 years.
Just because he wasn't Austrian.
And 10 generations of students learned the wrong thing. The gentleman asked earlier on to explain entanglement. That's a quantum effect. Well, it can be explained, but whether anyone understands it, unless they've done physics, is another question. The first thing you have to know is what Dirac discovered in 1927. The electrons have a spin up and a spin down. Therefore, if you discover that one electron has a spin up, the other one has a spin down, regardless whether it's a light year away, 100,000 kilometers, or at the other side of the universe.
How did they discover that?
Well, Dirac worked it out mathematically.
Okay.
And useless to say, no one believed it. They always thought he was crazy. In addition then, he put forward a serial line and had the positive part up and the negative down. And therefore when an electron, so to speak, is lost in space, it creates a hole called the Dirac Ocean or the Dirac Sea after him. The positive part there is considered the missing negative part. Now if you can follow that, this is the explanation that modern books, published in the last 10 years, give on superposition, entanglement, not to mention decoherence and teleportation.
Mr. Speaker, tell me how it could actually happen. How could one electron going one way and 100,000 light years somewhere else force another? Well, how does that work?
It's the logical and mathematical cohesion. In physics they call it coupling.
I understand the thing that there has to be a balance.
Yes.
But I do not understand why that electron and that electron, only that one and only that one are entangled. Not that one, 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 that one.
No.
So I don't get that part.
No, it works mathematically. If you have two electrons that collide, then one will have spin up and the other one will have spin down. You can't have two electrons both having spin down or both having spin up.
You're saying it's all done mathematically. Mathematically, a mathematician could prove that there's an elephant behind this kiosk.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean there is an elephant behind that kiosk. It just means that mathematically there could be one. So when a mathematician talks about quantum physics, that it could be that way, it doesn't actually mean it is.
You have, in a subtle way, established that mathematics is not a science.
All right.
Which is what now? Mathematics is a tool to science. It's not a science itself. I go along with the argument, but it still remains logically and mathematically. And when one electron has a spin up, then automatically the other one must have spin down. Why? Not because mathematics say so, but nature dictates it.
You don't say nature dictates it, you might as well just say that
God made it so.
God made it so. Yeah, exactly.
They're either in the ground state, they're either
Yes.
You've got
or an excited
Introducing theological terms,
these people have
nothing wrong with it.
You've got